Well, good morning. I'm going to read to you what the actual problem is. It's not cell phones, it's not technology, it's not even our attention span or our education system. The problem is simple. And the title, We Don't Think Anymore. And that's the real crisis. Everyone's looking for someone to blame. Jonathan Haidt and The Anxious Generation, he likes to blame cell phones. Rebecca Winthrop and her disengaged teen, they like to blame the education system. The left blames capitalism. The right blames postmodernism. But what if they're all just circling the edge of a deeper truth? What if the real crisis is this? We've stopped thinking. Not thinking as in reacting. Not Googling, scrolling, tweeting, or reposting, but thinking. Actually thinking. Attention, synthesis, reflection, memory, curiosity, and courage. The kind of thinking that builds civilizations. And maybe, just maybe, we're watching what happens when a culture forgets how to think. The Gutenberg Project is breaking down. Marshall McLuhan once said the printing process didn't just spread ideas. It gave us minds that could stretch across time and space. Writing made memory public. Books made attention sacred. But for the first time in history, that foundation is crumbling. The internet promised infinite access. Instead, it delivered a medium of forgetting. Posts delete, articles update, videos vanish. The archive becomes a feed, ever refreshing, never still. McLuhan's Gutenberg Galaxy offered permanence. Today's internet gives us ephemera. We're becoming the first literate civilization to lose its grip on memory, and with it, our ability to think long, to think deeply. I say it's the first time in history we've never had so many literate people and so few fluent people. The left brain took over and cut itself off from the soul. Ian McGilchrist warned us, the left hemisphere is brilliant in detail but blind to depth. It categorizes, measures, and controls, but it can't see the whole. We needed the left brain to build the modern world, and now it's running the show, and it has no sense of the forest, only the trees, and maybe only the leaves. We teach facts without frameworks. We debate points without principles. We argue without synthesis, analysis, comprehension, imagination, or memory. Even our cultural critics have become list makers. Here's what's wrong. Here's to blame. Here's what to blame. But where is the thinker who can see the pattern beneath the panic? The systems thinker, the whole picture. We already knew how to fix this, but we forget. Or did we forgot? You may never have heard of Allan Paivio. He gave us dual coding theory, the insight that humans learn best when we use both language and imagery, verbal and visual, word and world. It's how children learn, it's how artists create, it's how memory works, it's how thinking works, it's how sense-making and meaning is made. And we left it behind. We rejected nuance for narrow metrics. We built systems that reward reaction over reflection. We built schools that teach compliance, not curiosity. We didn't just forget Paivio. We forgot the entire tradition of thinking that values integration over fragmentation. The right brain isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. This isn't about politics, it's about cognition. We are living in a world ruled by the left hemisphere, but starving for meaning, metaphor, and memory. The right hemisphere holds the capacity for some of this insight. It's how we grasp symbol, context, body, relationship, and soul. It connects the dots and feels their weight. To exclude the right brain is to exclude wisdom itself. And that's what we've done. We've built an education system, a media ecosystem, and a political discourse that silences the very part of the mind that knows what matters. This isn't just a cultural crisis. It's a philosophical emergency. Our crisis isn't just social, political, or technological. It's cognitive. We're the first literate civilization at risk of forgetting how to think. Not because we're stupid or ignorant, but because we've surrendered memory, attention, and reflection, the very muscles of thought. The solution won't come from one side of the political aisle. It won't come from a new app or a better curriculum. It won't come from a popular book or a podcast. It will come from remembering how to think again as whole beings, not fractured fragments. That means restoring time, restoring memory, restoring metaphor, restoring mythos, restoring the right brain, restoring the human mind, finding madhyamaka, a middle way, a path between. Because until we do that, we won't just be forgetting ideas, we'll be forgetting our very selves. So the call to action, if this resonated, I'd love to hear from you. Do you feel the decline in thinking in your own life, your workplace, or your community? What would it take to restore a culture of deep thought, deep engagement? Share your reflections in the comments or reply directly. I read every message. And if you're new here, subscribe to get future essays and podcast episodes delivered directly to your inbox. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.